What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. Let's chat number 8, Rockstars. Once again, everybody, thanks for checking out today's video. If you've got a subject you'd like to hear us talk about during Let's Chat, leave a comment below. Rockstars. Again, the music industry has been completely and forever totally changed by technology, which brings up rockstars. Is there going to be any such thing as rockstars anymore? Well, yes and no, I guess. Now, because of the way things have been going with streaming music and nobody really being able to make any real money from their own original music at all anymore, at least the people on the top of the food chain that are still getting played on FM commercial stations that are touring around, things are a lot different. Again, a quarter of a penny per spin is the average. And as well, with the market becoming so saturated with so many different bands and streaming becoming so big, FM commercial radio stations are still going, but are they really that relevant at all anymore? Let's be honest. The whole way that music gets ingested is always determined by the younger generation. Here's the thing. Back in the day, before digital technology took over and changed everything, in order to be a rock star, you had to get commercial FM play, and a lot of it, which would help you, in most cases, to sell a lot of records. You'd make a decent chunk of money from that back in the day. Record company would still take a lot more, but then the more records you would sell, CDs, whatever, cassettes, that you would sell, the more concert tickets you would sell. That's where most of the bands would make their money. And bands could easily, back in the day, sell 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, 10 million copies of a single CD, 10 million copies of a single album. Easily. It was something that could happen because that's the way things were structured. You record a CD, you record an album, you get airplay, you get enough airplay, you get enough big hits, you draw a lot of people to see you play. Rockstar. That was the rock stars that we knew. We heard them on the radio all the time. They were the stars that we grew up with. That's how it was. They'd be on the radio all the time. You would know who they were. There was magazines back in the day. Remember that, kids? Magazines that, had all the pictures of all the rock stars that were really big at the time, who's selling the most, and all that sort of thing. There was enough merchandising, there was enough from the album sales that you could have rock stars, people that sold millions and millions of records. Fast forward to today, the market is so saturated. I don't know if there's anybody that's still getting platinum records. Is that even a thing at all anymore? Maybe with the older generation, some people still do buy music, but very few people seem to buy music at all anymore. It's just all about streaming. This has given way to the independent musician. Somebody like me that can use home recording software and get themselves out there and upload it to the cloud to distributors that'll get it out to the masses instantly. This has changed the game. Now, being that most commercial music, because again, this is about rock stars, is there still going to be rock stars anymore? Well, as well, hard rock music and anything that takes real instruments like guitars and anything like that is not really in the mainstream so much anymore. It's more pop, hip hop, EDM, that sort of stuff. So, you know where the new rock stars are? Right here. On YouTube. Of course, I'm not talking about myself. Jared Dines was on the cover of Guitar World magazine and has his own signature guitar by Ernie Ball. That says a lot, because for music, rock music in particular, real instruments and all that sort of stuff, most of it is happening virtually on YouTube. Guys like Jared Dines and Stevie T, Ola Englund, those are the new rock stars, essentially. Those are the people who are not always getting on Guitar World magazine or Guitar Player magazine like Jared Dines, but Jared Dines, I think, will be the first of many to kind of be considered that way and in that light. Not just because of the way technology is going, because rock isn't really in the mainstream. You put that together with rock not being in the mainstream and with the technology that anybody from their own home, like myself, can get themselves a decent computer with a DAW, get professional quality audio, get themselves a decent little camera, and put it out to the world through YouTube or through different streaming services. Yeah, that's totally changed the game. So now you got people like Jared Dines, like Davey504. Davey504's got what? Just under 10 million subscribers? If that's not a rock star, I don't know what is. Several followers, because it's changed it. It's not who sold the most records anymore, because, well, that's not much of a thing at all anymore. Who has the most followers? Who has the most streams? I watch certain live musicians. I watch certain streamers like Mark Rebellet that when he's doing a live stream, he's got 10,000 people watching him at a time. To me, that's a rock star. When you're pulling in numbers like that of people consuming your product, watching you at a stream, at a show, whatever, I think that that is the future of what rock stars will be. The new rock stars will be independent musicians, live streamers, YouTubers. This is 2021 at the making of this video. There was still bands touring around nationally doing arenas, but that seems like that's going to get smaller and smaller, and it's just not going to be as viable as it was because of the saturation of the market. Therefore, a lot more artists are going to be going virtual, and I think virtual is the way that we're going to see our rock stars, through YouTube, through streaming independently, through live streaming, through streaming services. It's kind of a level playing field now in the sense that anybody can put their stick on the ice. Canadian reference there. All right, that about does it for this video. Again, if you have a subject you'd like to hear us talk about during Let's Chat, leave a comment below. Thanks for checking out this video. Do what makes you happy.